Like in any story, to tell ours we will start with what identifies us and introduces us to the world. Our name. Harapan means hope in Indonesian. Hope can be seen as a feeling, a value, or a mood. In our case, we firmly hold to the three senses of the word. Feeling and conviction that a better future is possible, and for what we fight every day. Value and deep belief in the path we started years ago. Finally, the mood, which ultimately is the main engine which drives us to keep helping the needy every day and to try to make the world a better place. In order to understand what the Harapan project is, we must go back to the first trip that Carlos Fernandez, president of the NGO, made to the island of Sumbawa in 2005. Carlos was amazed and absolutely devastated by the extreme poverty he saw in the place. Wooden shacks, carts pulled by horses, children without clothes. He went to the district of Huu, specifically to Lakey Peak, the only place where you could find lodging. First of all, we would like to present the wonderful yet complex country where Harapan carries out its daily labor. Indonesia is an insular country located between Southeastern Asia and Oceania. The country comprises around 17,000 islands, and it is the fourth most populous country in the world. The Harapan project's area of intervention is the Isle of Sumbawa. Sumbawa belongs to the Lesser Sunda Islands chain, and it is located between the Isle of Flores to the east and Lombok to the west. Sumbawa consists of two peninsulas, West Sumbawa, which is usually called Sumbawa, and East Sumbawa, usually called Bima. If we continue towards the south, we will arrive in Huu, the community where the Harapan project is developed, and all our efforts are focused on fully. Huu consists of 6 villages, built along a 30-kilometer road, with a population of approximately 8,050 people, 30 of which are school-aged children. This population lives under conditions of extreme poverty and absolute scarcity, caused by its evident social exclusion and unfamiliarity with any type of infrastructure. With this context and several years in the area, Harapan is born in 2010. The project has been working for the last 7 years, helping the local government with the improvement of education and healthcare for the children in the Huu community. The daily activities are focused on 2 basic lines of work: socio-educational and medical activities, and the Harapan team performs the following actions. The basic care program is aimed at ensuring child's population's right to health assistance, as well as contributing to the promotion of health, disease prevention, public health surveillance, and control of risk factors for the overall population of Huu. In the morning, Carlos caters for local people's medical needs, carrying out the monitoring of all sick people. When needed, people requiring wound care are taken directly in order to prevent infection. When people need hospital treatment, they are taken to Dompo Hospital, which is 1.5 hours away by car, assuming the costs of both the medical consultation and tests and the subsequent required treatment. Sometimes it is even necessary to travel to Bali to look for the appropriate treatments, usually in high-cost international hospitals. This program is mainly aimed at ensuring the right to basic education. In addition to that, we intend to reinforce the existing education system with regard to coverage, accessibility, and quality. Those are intended to be achieved by means of teacher training and the implementation of flexible models in order to attract students to the education system and the active search of children outside it. This program is aimed at assisting and supporting people who find themselves in special social conditions of scarcity and poverty. This program is aimed at providing legal advice and support for the people who need it. The aim of the activities included in this program is to promote an adequate socialization between its participants. The idea is to set up and promote meeting and relaxation spaces in order to foster healthy, free, and intergenerational relations. Sometimes, foreign volunteers take part in them, so interculturality is also cultivated. Socio-educational activities are carried out every afternoon in one of the 3 local government schools with which Harapan has agreements to use facilities. They are taught to read and write Indonesian and English, mathematics, history, geography, computer science, among other things. Then, it is the time of sports and dynamic games. In addition to all this, many other varied programs are carried out. Water purification, malaria prevention programs, clothing delivery, surf programs. One of the achievements of this time has been the Harapan Magic Bus. Now the local population has free transport to go to both school and hospital. The Harapan project was born with a dream to build a center to improve local people's quality of life, a social center of and for the people. The Harapan project is a small NGO with a very low annual budget. Carlos is the person in charge of giving classes to the children, taking them to hospitals whenever necessary, as well as carrying out each of the collaboration programs with the local population. After all these years working in Huhu, we can assert that we have the community's trust at every level, governmental, religious. Therefore, we are able to carry out big improvement in local people's daily lives. Our dream is to build our own center and have a human team to carry out the different activities, but unfortunately until now it has not been possible to raise the necessary funds despite the different campaigns and events that Carlos has been doing all around Spain and internationally. We have been using government facilities to develop our educational activities. At this moment, without putting aside our daily educational and healthcare tasks, we are immersed in a fascinating project. The building of the Harapan house. It is our dream and one of the reasons why we have been working so hard for so long. The Harapan house would be our socio-educational center, the base camp for all our activities and a center of reference for the community. The building of Harapan house has the following main objectives: to improve the general education of the population by means of courses, workshops, and other activities.